Hey everybody, Errol here. So in my last video, I talked about my fascination with monster raising JRPGs. Today, I'd like to talk about some upcoming indie monster raising RPGs, which you can learn more about in my December 2017 article, Why Aren't There More Indie Monster Taming RPGs? For which I'll put a link in the description below. The first game I'd like to talk about is the first indie monster raising RPG I became aware of, a game called RE Legend.
Developed by Magnus Games, RE Legend started as part of the Square Enix Collective, a curated platform that enables creators to post ideas and gamers to judge whether those ideas should become reality or not. Sometimes, if an idea is supported by the community, Square Enix may offer to support the project through crowdfunding as well, via Kickstarter. On July 26, 2017, the developers launched a Kickstarter campaign which reached its funding goal in only 18 hours, and over time was able to fulfill all of its stretch goals, even after adding a few new ones. Said to be inspired by Monster Rancher and Harvest Moon more than Pokemon, RE Legend will see players inhabiting an island where they can farm, befriend NPCs, improve their village, and tame monsters collectively known as Magnus. Magnus are mythical creatures which inhabit the land of Ethia, and every Magnus can be tamed. Magnus will grow and evolve depending on the player's care of them, and each one has particular conditions which must be met before they can evolve. When the player has fully gained the trust of a Magnus, they will be mountable and it will become easier to use their abilities, which can help with combat, farming, fishing, traveling, and other activities. RE Legend also features an in-depth breeding system where two Magnus of the same rarity have a chance to produce a higher rarity Magnus with a slightly altered appearance. Raising Magnus is the main objective of the game, but farming is also important. Players will be able to grow crops, catch and raise fish, mine for ore, or chop and collect wood to obtain food and other supplies. RE Legend also features mechanics similar to Monster Hunter Stories in that players will have to craft different armor sets and weapons to aid them in combat. Similar to other farming games, players can recruit other characters by giving them gifts they like, which will then allow them to help the player improve their village. In addition to single player, RE Legend will also have an online multiplayer mode that supports up to 4 players. One player will be required to host a multiplayer session while the other players join. In multiplayer mode, players can engage in combat, farm, go on adventures, tame Magnus, complete quests, explore, hunt bounties, fish, chop wood, mine, trade, and compete for villager affection together. Multiplayer exclusive features are also planned to be revealed in the future. Now to be published by 505 Games, RE Legend has a release window of June 2018 for PC, while the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch versions are planned to launch a few months later. To learn more about RE Legend, you can go to the GameSkinny page with several articles written by yours truly, the Kickstarter page, or you can follow the Twitter profile for updates. Every month there has been a Pick a Magnus campaign where excited fans can vote for a new Magnus they want to see in the game. I also managed to get the game some coverage on GameSpot's talk show The Lobby, so you can check that out if you're interested too.
The second game I'd like to talk about is a game called Ooblets.
In development by two-person studio Glumberland and being published by Double Fine, Ooblets is a sort of mixture of Pokemon, Harvest Moon, and Animal Crossing, but with a bit of Pikmin thrown in for some added variety. In Ooblets, your character manages a farm and enjoys the simple life in the land of Oob, all the while growing and training creatures called Ooblets. Unlike other creatures, Ooblets are born from different types of seeds you can obtain, and can be upgraded through various methods. Your active Ooblets will all follow you around, so if you like the following aspect of Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver, then you'll probably love this. There are also wild Ooblets and other Ooblet trainers, so of course there are Ooblet battles. Ooblets is not set to feature multiplayer, but if it does well enough then a multiplayer feature could be seen in a potential sequel. Ooblets is planned for release on Xbox One and PC by the end of 2018. If you want to know more about Ooblets, you can go to the game's website, Patreon page, or profile on Twitter.
And the last game I'd like to talk about in this video is Monster Crown by Studio Aurum.
Previously known as Crowns, Monster Crown takes more direct inspiration from older monster raising games such as Pokemon Red and Blue and Dragon Warrior Monsters, using a retro graphical style. Similar to the Shin Megami Tensei series, Monster Crown is much darker with its story and overall tone than the previously mentioned games. Monster Crown is also much more story-focused, and Studio Aurum has provided a summary. 20 years ago, Crown Island was ruled by the sadistic, monstrous Philosopher Kings. Somewhere between man and beast, they used dark magic to inflict suffering and exert their tyranny. Then, a group of young men and women rose up, overthrowing the Philosopher Kings for the people. Now, a dangerous young woman named Beth threatens to revive the kings and restore them to their thrones. Travel across Crown Island with your monster companions to put an end to the dark underground plot and prevent the return of tyranny. There comes a day in each hero's journey when they must choose who to side with. Will your decision make you a savior or a dark messiah? Only time will tell. Unlike the more friendly nature of RE Legend and Ooblets, for the most part, monsters in Monster Crown are a bit wiser than what players are used to and aren't very friendly, so they will have to be convinced to sign a contract to team up with you after being weakened in battle. To them, it's about being the strongest monster they can be, and they need to believe that you can help them with that. Monster Crown features both a breeding system and a fusion system, which create true crossbreeds rather than just palette swaps, similar to the older Monster Rancher games. The breeding system will have you raise your crossbred monster from an egg, while the fusion system will allow for the creation of more grown-up monsters that won't require hatching. Monster Crown launched a Kickstarter page on April 10, 2018, and had its campaign goal fully funded in under 28 hours. Later, it was able to reach almost all added stretch goals, with the last one said to be happening anyway. At the moment, Monster Crown has a planned launch date of February 2019 and is planned to launch on PC, Android, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation Vita. While the current demo is exclusive for backers, an older demo called Crown's Frostbite is still available and can give you a small taste of the game. If you want to learn more about Monster Crown, you can see the interview I had with lead developer Jason Walsh, for which the link will be in the description below. You can also follow the Twitter page or join the Discord.
Thanks for watching.